The Hash It Out Show is brought to you by Barreto Home Solutions, Bayou Audio and Video, Hot Works on the North Shore, JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville and Covington, Lil Dizzy's Cafe, The Green Law Firm, personal injury attorney, Kaylin Parker of Magnolia Wealth Strategies, Moe's Pizza, Lance's AC and Heating, CC's Children Blocks, The Pierre Family in Lafayette, Louisiana, Drums Earwear.
Hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move, 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 move. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Hash It Out Show. I'm your host, JB, the sports guy. We got a good one for you all tonight. We talking about 3 different districts and who will win those districts. We talking about District 25A, where Alexandria is the reigning district champions. We're going to talk about District 35A, where Acadiana are your defending district champions. And District 5A, where I believe it's Dutchtown, who are your defending district champions. We're going to talk about all that tonight. I got the crew with me tonight. What up, VK Jones? What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, JB? What's going on, everybody? George Peppers, welcome back. Like, tag, share, subscribe to the Hash It Out Show. All social media platforms. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram, and also we're on YouTube. So continue to like, tag, share, subscribe. Support the Hash It Out Show. We do have the game of the week that is coming back soon, and we're ready to get it going once again. And we thank you for supporting the Hash It Out Show.
Definitely. I see Young Earl from Destrehan on. I see Cuffer next up from Douglas on. I see Pee Wee from South Plaquemines on. What's up, everybody? I see y'all. All right. We got Mr. Thomas in the house. What's going on, Mr. Marcus Thomas? I see you, man. All right. Shy, he's on. That's Destrehan quarterback, the backup. I see him. I see y'all. I see all y'all, man. We VK. We was at Destrehan today, man. Being shown a good time from the players and Coach Scott and his staff. But we also got the one and only George Peppers. What's up, GP?
What's up, JB, VK? And first off, before we start, I want to give a shout out to a good friend of ours, Jordan Taylor. He was on a podcast earlier today. And you know, the old Axiom game recognizes game. We support each other and everything. He gave us a major shout out on his Under the Lights page. Check it out. JB, I see by the nodding of your head that you've heard it. I have too.
I saw
VK,
it
check it
live.
out. Oh, you saw it live? I mean, I was at.
Yeah.
I gotta go back.
I can't pick on you. I was going to say some work too. So, but no, I saw that and, I got home a little while ago. But you're watching. Thank you, bro. And hey, the feelings from our end are reciprocated big time because the friendship, when you mention the friendships that are formed, they're formed for life. 100% right. So, guess what? We're right back at you, man. You and your crew at Under the Lights, we wish you the best on an upcoming season. We know we're going to congregate at the Caesar Superdome in December. Hopefully, we get a complete picture this time. I mean, we missed one guy off the picture last year, VK. We need to get you right, dude. I'm picking.
Yeah.
But I'm messing with him.
I'll make sure this time
So,
that
but
I'll
listen,
line up the picture. Trust me.
yeah. Remember, sir, you're not a politician. You're a sportsman. I'm just saying. And I feel like I'm freezing right here. Am I?
No,
Can y'all hear me?
you're good.
Good.
You're good.
There goes it. There goes this T-Mobile internet kicking off early. Boy, usually it waits about 20 minutes in, and then now it's doing it right now. But the districts we have for you tonight, 258, 358, 558. Yep. This is going to be very entertaining. I feel like we're going to see there's going to be some differentiation though. So let's get started.
Let's
What the
get
hell's going
started.
on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I'm going to start with District 25A. That's where I'm going to go. We're going up north and we're going to work our way back down. All right. We're going to that Monroe area that has that team from Alexandria in it also. So let's get it going. As we know, Alexandria returning district champions. You know, went undefeated in district, took out Neville, took out Ruston, and of course got to the state championship game. Kenny reminded, where you been, Kenny? Where you been hiding at, man?
Kenny.
Hey, Kenny, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He was down there like he was the president, want to talk to any and everybody, like he's some famous person, and he knew what time he had to meet us to take the picture. And I sat there and said, man, forget all this, take the picture. Jordan Taylor was like, no, let's wait. I said, no, we not waiting because you're gonna be waiting till tomorrow. Take the picture. And I ain't trying to throw shade at my guy, but that's the truth. That's what happened.
I will make sure this time that I'm not going to miss that picture at all. We're going to make sure it's a team one this time. So we'll make sure that we come together and everything is set the
Ain't no
time.
we,
And
you
we'll
better
get
make
that.
sure. Ain't no we,
I'm gonna make,
you.
I'm saying we as in
Exactly.
you
We're
just
good.
communicate with me, let me know, and I get down.
We
Y'all
communicated
good.
with you. We had a set time on where we were gonna be at and all that. You knew this.
Look, I messed up. Listen, I
We
messed
knew.
up. I'm taking accountability of that. Okay, I'm just saying.
As
I
you
will make
should.
sure I listen and get down there. I'll
Good.
try and beat you there more than meet you there.
There you
How
go.
about that?
There you go.
Oof.
There you go. All right, let's get back.
Mhm.
Let's get back into it. Alexandria, state runner-ups. You know, they had a good squad last year. One quarterback. He transferred now. He's at Central. JT Lindsay is gone. So we'll see about that. Ruston, they got some players. They got a big time tight end. I think his name Ahmad Hudson. If it's not Ahmad Hudson, then
Yes, that's it.
that's his name. Because
Yes,
I know they got one at Tulane, but okay, Ahmad Hudson is there. They got a defensive back. He's the younger brother of another brother that's at LSU. I cannot think of his name, but they got a brand new quarterback because Joshua Brantley is gone. Brand new quarterback at Ruston. Neville was a semifinalist last year, and in the last 2 minutes and 52 seconds, the block field goal return for a touchdown by Central that won them the semifinal game and got Central into the state championship. Neville wants to rewrite that wrong, period. So they're coming back with some good talent. They always got talent. So let's see what Neville can do. West Monroe, brand new head coach, Michael Dizer. I think he's related to Kevin Dizer, who's the head coach at St. Martin's.
they're actually brothers.
Whoa! Oh, snap. George.
If I'm hoping I'm right. I think they're actually brothers because Kevin,
I think you are.
me and Kevin Dizer kind of had a talk about that because they're from the same area. So if Kevin Dizer is watching, and I'm hoping right because we did talk about I think that is his brother.
Man, check this out. I think we've had West Monroe baseball coach on before, right, VK?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yes, we
Oh,
did.
yeah. Kevin Dizer, we about to get your relative on. Oh, it's happening. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. All right. So West Monroe got a brand new, look at George's face.
And
West Monroe,
and it's
brand new coach.
right.
What'd you say, VK?
And also for the first time ever,
Yes,
African American coach
at West
at
Monroe.
West Monroe.
Yes,
That-
history.
wow.
Kenny Ramonde said that is his brother. Thank you, Kenny. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh look,
Um.
that's the Welcher. That's not Kenny. That's not Kenny Ramonde. That's the Welcher. Tier fourth known as the Welcher.
Oh God. All right.
Stuck me
All
and
right.
VK out of some hard earned steak.
He gonna do it one day. All right, moving on. Okay, you got Washington Parish, who's been a little bit up and down. Trying to get back on that top of the wave. You have Pineville as well. So, I'm gonna start with George. Give us a little bit of your thoughts about this district and these teams.
Okay. Let's get the easy one out of the way. Pondville is the little fish in a big pond. I think that
Oh man,
it's a
don't do them
program.
like that, George. George, don't do them like
Listen,
that,
when
man.
you line them up, guys, when you line them up, I'm not being disrespectful. It's just they understand
Yes,
the
you were
challenges
the
ahead
little
of
fish
them.
in the pond. Yes, I was. Come on, man. That was a shot, George.
Okay,
Come on.
could I be more accurate? Maybe. All right, but listen, the rebels their effort is there. It's just they don't have the same pipeline of talent that goes through there. Because remember, Alexandria is right a skip and a jump from them. I know I lived near that area for 12 years, so the familiarity with me for those guys. And look, they had Dennis Dunn as their head coach once upon a time over there, the former Evangel coach, and now I think Dennis is coaching at oh goodness, North DeSoto. Um, I think he's still there.
Yes, sir.
But Pineville's a team that's really going to be a little bit up against it. Washington, let me tell y'all something. They're the biggest tease in this district. They always, when you think
Oh
they got it,
man,
they
what
don't.
you on today? The
In big
biggest tease
situations, they
now.
don't.
Jesus.
Nothing. They are. You
Go
ain't
ahead,
lying.
man.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
reading the comment. You're
Yeah,
right.
I know.
Anyway. But anyway, so no, Washington, they have talent, but they're in that same area Neville and all those guys are at. So it's a big competition to get premier players. You mentioned, excuse me, Ruston. The most important position has to be replaced. The other concern I have for the Bearcats, I know they've got the talent defensively. They got the kid Hudson that you mentioned, the tight end. It's not my concern who's going to throw the ball. Maybe is. But that was a mortal whooping they took at the hands of Central in the Superdome. I wonder of the psyche, and it's been months. I get it. But, hangovers happen. Hangovers, bad beatings happen. In Alexandria, the related thing. Alexandria got absolutely embarrassed against Endicott, right? They were never in the same zip code. So when you look at the Bearcats, replacing Joshua Brandley, good player, very good player, good quarterback, but
I'm
boy,
gonna say this: the
I
games
don't know who it
Brantley
is
missed, that
who's gonna be
backup
the guy this
quarterback
year.
won. The games Brantley missed, that backup quarterback played and
Right,
won those
but now
games.
Wow.
he's thrust
Go ahead, Chief.
truly, but now he's thrust into a different era, a different situation because now he's the guy. So he's got to respond. It's okay to play a couple of games and everything else, but now he's got to be that dude every week. And in a district where there's really not a lot of margin for error, they got to come with it. I think Rustin's a contender. Neville, if there's one team that's got it on their mind because of how they ended their season last year, I think this Neville Tigers team is ready to fight back in a very, very, very big way. I mean, that was a tough way to lose on a block six, on a block field goal,
Yeah,
touchdown return for a score. That's a game they had. They were in control of that game. It was always close, but it felt like Neville was a step ahead throughout the night. But that whole thing completely stemmed the momentum and it really deflated them. I think this is a team that grows off that, and they're going to be a major player. West Monroe is a team I will absolutely pay attention to. Deshaun Dizer is the new head coach there. I saw some videotapes, and I think it was Mike Coppage, I want to credit, that he posted on his Facebook. I want to say it was him. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but Mike, he knows that area pretty well. Um, there's a lot of spirit on that team. Those kids, I think they would run through a cinder block for him. The way he talks, the motivational talks that he gives, he is a guy that I think West Monroe is going to have success. To the alumni, to the people in charge there, let the man get his feet wet. Let him get going here. I think West Monroe is a program that's got too much pride. Uh, you know, um, And we've all heard the criticisms of them and all that stuff. But you know what? This isn't about that. This is about what the perspectives of 2025 goes. Now, who did I miss? Alexandria, right? Now, the quarterback transferred to Central. JT Lindsay's at LSU, and look, we hope for JT, man. Shake back, man. That was a pretty. I don't know the whole details yet, but yeah, he was recently arrested for being an accessory to hiding people that committed a murder. It's a pretty heavy charge. So I hope JT Lindsay learns from this and he gets a chance at LSU. But Alexandria's team is going to be interesting, although a team that's replacing some key components, very key components. To me, VK, this 2-5A has got a couple of teams that I think can win this district. I say a couple because I'm down to two in my mind. I feel like this is going to be a very high octane district that's going to produce a couple of teams that just might go all the way.
Before VK goes, I want to say this to for Austin Tyler.
And,
I say not this year. Maybe they win 2 out of the 3. I don't think they sweep Texas again. All right, VK.
Oh man, this district, it last year was one of the toughest districts in the state besides the Caddy League and
Yeah,
also
definitely.
another district in the Baton Rouge district. This was a really tough one. And I think 4 of the teams in the district made the playoffs, or 5 teams out of the district made the playoffs. That's how good this district was. That's how good this district was down the line. Came down to the wire, but at the same time, Alexandria really stood out to be the kings of that district last year. They really did. Didn't show in the state championship, but regardless of the fact, they really had a year to remember. But they lose a good bit. They still have some good talent, but we'll see what they do with a new quarterback and a new running back. So we'll see what happens to Alexandria. I think Coach Bachman has done a great job with that program. I think they're definitely going to be in the fold and they're going to be very competitive. I don't know about going back to the Dome, but they will be a team that is going to get better down the line more than anything else. Pineville, they're going to compete. They're going to compete. They're going to work hard. I think Pineville is a team, if little by little, they might chip away this season and make some improvements and getting some wins and having a chance to do something in the district. Maybe they might be spoilers. We'll see. But I think Pineville will do what they can to compete. You look at Ruston, and Ruston has the 2-sport athlete in Ahmad Hudson, who is amazing on the basketball and football court because he's being very spoken on the basketball court besides the football field. But at the same time, Hudson is going to be the man. He's going to really try to lead the team. The quarterback who's stepping in this year, like George said, this is a big spot for him now because now he's the full-time starter. So let's see what he does. But I wouldn't be surprised Ruston will be in the fold. And I got to agree with you, Jared. I don't think they have the dogs from last year to sweep Texas. It's not happening this year. It's just not happening this year. But Ruston will be right there in the district race. You look at West Monroe, Deshaun Dizer, that situation is
Michael
the Michael.
Michael, I said, yeah, I messed up. That's my fault.
It's all good.
Kevin and DeMichael. That's interesting names. Coming from the same area, both coming from Sterlington.
Yep.
So that is going to be something with what they're doing. West Monroe has made a lot of transitions over the years, a lot of changes since Don Shales passed away and since Jerry Aldridge moved on. A lot of transition over the years. Now we'll see what Deshaun Dizer can do with this program. DeMichael, I'm sorry. DeMichael Dizer. Got me third off. But Coach Dizer, we'll see what he can do. First African American coach, Alvaro West Monroe. Let's see where he goes from there, and let's see if he can get. But I think West Monroe is going to get competitive. I think he's really going to the seams and digging in to pretty much the old time West Monroe, but at the same time to try to get them back to the root of things and everything else. Because I think he worked with Sterlington as well, besides being from there. Coach Dyser, if he has, they didn't had a good bit of West Monroe former players that then worked and coached through there. So they pretty much gave him pretty much the game of what's going on.
Well, he was
So
their strength and conditioning coach at West Monroe last year.
okay. So wow, you go from strength and conditioning to being the head coach.
Man, I'm
That's
sure he was
amazing.
out
That's a
there working
blessing,
with them,
man.
showing them things. I'm sure he
Oh
was
yeah,
still.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But I know he was an assistant coach probably before then.
Yeah,
So
definitely. It's in the family, without a doubt.
yes,
All right,
Kenny, your
George.
friend.
Yeah, Kenny. George
But
Peppers.
I didn't talk about Neville.
Oh, I'm
That's the
sorry.
last
Go ahead,
thing.
Chief.
That's the last thing I didn't.
My bad.
Like I said, West Monroe is going to be competitive. I think Neville is the team. To be honest with you, Neville is returning a good bit of experience from last season, despite what they lost some key players, but they return a lot more than everybody else. And I think knowing what happened last season, they got a bitter taste in their mouth. And they really, really want to make an impact this year and get back into things. You look at last season how Neville came out and got some big wins against some power North Louisiana teams. You look at what Neville did, you look at what West Monroe did a little bit too. North Louisiana is starting to come back. They're trying to get their power back. That's what it's looking like right now. And Neville is going to really make a huge push this year.
Okay. George Peppers. Who wins District 2 5A?
I feel like I'm going to get an agreement from either one or both of you here, but after careful consideration and looking at this district and the parameters of how the teams are going to set up this year, people are going to gravitate to Alexandria because they're the top dog from last year, but wasn't everything just great for them last year? It didn't feel like they had a lot of adverse situations in games, because they were able to handle teams. I mean, they whooped Destrehan pretty good last year, and won some other high profile games in that district pretty solidly.
The Opelousas game, I
That's
would
a
say,
that's
was their most adverse game. They won that by
it
1
was.
point.
Because it was a different type of a matchup for them, a matchup they don't usually see. In North Louisiana, they don't have those kind of teams like Opelousas that can get out there and physically punch you in the mouth and defend you like Opelousas can. And with Jimmy Zachary now, he's not there. But I feel like one or two of you, or maybe both of you, are going to agree with me. I am going to pick the team that's going to have the biggest chip on their shoulder, and that is Neville. They're going to win this district, and I have them in careful consideration for a state championship appearance in the Caesars Superdome. I'm picking VK. I am going with the Neville Tigers to win 2-5A.
Go ahead, VK. Who are you picking to win, VK?
Well, looking at the district more than anything else, I gotta agree with George. I think the Neville Tigers is loaded, ready for bear, and ready to do what they got to do this season to win their district and have a chance to win not just their district but the state championship. Second place it's gonna go to Ruston. I think Ruston is gonna get themselves together even with a tough schedule, and I think Ruston's gonna finish second. It's gonna be a close race for third, and could be Alexandria's to finish third more than anything else. The biggest difference with Alexandria this season, outside the fact that they lost a good bit of experience, but you look at last season for Alexandria. Alexandria was fortunate to have 6 home games. 6. And now all those 6, they gotta go on the road. They gotta go to Destrehan. They gotta go to West Monroe. They got to go to Ruston. They gotta go to Neville. And also, I believe that's a regular season right there. They gotta go on the road to those places this year. they were fortunate, and I'm not saying fortunate in a bad way. The biggest factor I seen, especially the run that Alexandria made, was the fact that those showdown games were at home, and they took advantage of it big time. Now, if there were an experienced, more seasoned and experienced team this season, do they have a chance on the road? They do. Some of the games they will, but some of the games they not. But we will see. They are young, but we'll see. I'll tell you one thing: if Alexandria gets better in the second half, they'll be a scary ball club going forward.
So y'all got Neville, huh? That's who y'all got, huh? Y'all got Neville. Neville winning the district, right? That's how y'all feel? For real?
Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
Rock. I already been trying to hit that Rock line. Go ahead.
You're
Mm-hmm.
he's going the opposite way. I smell
I
it
already
now.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
He might not. I don't know.
Y'all got Neville, huh?
He's an actor. We know him. He should be in movies.
Man.
Actor.
Yeah. I
I didn't
said
know
the
they taught
same.
acting at Shaw.
They ain't had to teach you that, so I'm a natural with it. I'm just a natural.
Oh,
So,
okay. All right, Kevin Costner. I hear you.
so Neville will host Ruston and Alexandria at home.
Yep.
They have to go to West Monroe and Washita. A good non-conference game with St. Thomas More, Oak Grove, Calvary Baptist, and Evangel. That's pretty good. I like that.
There's no gimmies there.
Nah, none at all. This is a tough schedule.
It
And
is.
guess what, fellas? Guess what, fellas?
He's picking them.
All I'm gonna say is this. All I'm gonna say is this. Them boys feel as if they should have been in the dome last year. Their defense played lights out on Central. A blocked field goal put Central up 17-14, and that was the end of the game. Neville, like I said, wants to rewrite that wrong. The Neville Tigers will be the district champions. And with that being said, we're taking a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk District 358 right here on the Hash It Out Show. Are you in need of a new windshield? Leo Autoglass can help. For 20 years, Leo Autoglass have been servicing the New Orleans area with windshield replacement and auto glass repair. Give them a call today, 504-301-8353.
Hey y'all, this is Jen Hale from Fox Sports. You're watching the Hash It Out Show with JB the Sports Guy, VK Jones, and George Pepis.
Did you experience storm damage from Hurricane Francine? Barretto Home Solutions can help. You can give them a call at 504-940-7552. And welcome back to the Hash It Out Show. I don't know where George Peppers went. Must be that internet he has.
Timu again.
Yeah, Timu. Yeah. I don't know. But now we move to District 35A. And your team's in that district. Brian Turner also says he has Neville. All right, Austin Tyler. So I think we all on the same page. So in that Acadiana district, Acadiana, Lafayette, Lake Charles District 35A, you have Acadiana, of course. Sulphur, Barb, Lafayette, Southside, Sam Houston, and Karen Crow. Yes, those are the ones you have. Acadiana has won a district many a times, and we got Peppers back. But Acadiana has a brand new coach this year, y'all.
Really?
Yeah, they have a brand new coach. What's his name? Mike. Can't remember his name. As I'm looking it up right quick. Bear with me for a second, everybody. Yeah, Doug Dotson is the new
Where did
head coach.
McCullough go?
Yeah, Matt McCullough. He moved into a new position within the Lafayette Parish school system. So Doug Dotson is the
Oh,
new
okay.
head coach at Acadiana. So Matt McCullough replaced Ted Davidson, right?
Yes.
He replaced Ted Davidson, and Matt McCullough did a hell of a job replacing Ted Davidson. He learned a lot from Ted Davidson. So now Doug Dawson is the guy. He's an Acadiana High alumnus and the son of legendary coach Bill Dawson, who built the Acadiana football program. So he's been on the coaching staff at Acadiana for 4 years and used to coach at, not head coach, but he was coaching at Walker, Como, Erath, and even Central High 1 year. So he also said he's going to uphold the program's championship culture and respecting the tradition of the Veer offense. So nothing is changing. Nothing is changing at Acadiana. Not a darn thing. So Doug Dawson is now in charge. You have arch rival Carencro, exit 4 off of Interstate 49. And they're bringing back a lot. They even got not Chance Babineau. Yeah, Chance Babineau. Yeah, Chance Babineau.
He's back?
It's his senior season. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah,
Man, I thought it was a senior last year.
No.
I'm like, wow.
No. Chance Babineau is back, but the question I have is, where is he going to play? Quarterback or receiver? Because he got moved to receiver last year. And
you're right.
He got moved to receiver. And I kind of was like, I don't know, man. The man make plays at quarterback. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. You got Sam Houston, who's been up on the rise in football. We'll see what they can do. Southside, Jess Curtis. Is this the year Southside wins this district? We'll see. Lafayette, they're there, trying to make some noise this season. Barb, I think Barb got back in the playoffs last season. Now they want to steadily improve and get to where they were years ago. You have Sulphur, who's trying to also improve as well. And then you got New Iberia Senior High. So those are your 8 schools in District 3, 5A. George Peppers, your thoughts on these schools?
Let's start with the Yellow Jackets in New Iberia, a team that I want to say, was it 2-3 years ago? They were 9-1 or something like that.
New Iberia?
I know they were really on point a couple of years back. Yeah, it's them.
Okay.
Just double. Anyway,
I don't recall, but
that's a team that's an up and runner. Sulphur. Let's talk about the Yellow Jackets are going to be competitive. They'll try and do whatever. Sulphur. That's a program that's struggled a little bit after a couple of peak years. They've kind of fallen a little bit, and they're looking to rectify that situation. Barb, a team that I think got into the back end of the playoffs, didn't obviously make any real impacts. They were a little bit too young, too green to really make a big move. Sam Houston, the Bearcats, interesting commodity. They're another up and coming team. Maybe they're the new dogs of Lake Charles out of that district. Maybe they're the new dogs. Maybe. I mean, because they've made some strides. They have down there. They've got the facilities have gotten better. The talent pool has gotten better. Have they elevated themselves to a point where you could say they're a favorite to win this district?
Oh, we not deep.
Yeah. Questions. Carencro, the Crow Bears. What's that?
DJ said we were sleeping while you was talking. No, we were. I'm looking up the year New Iberia did well, and I got it. I got it. So go ahead. You good?
Okay. Anyway, where am I? Who did I say? Carencro? Chance Babineau, you mentioned him. He's a senior this year, but again, the specter and the question of where will he play, I think that's going to define where Carencro is in the competitiveness as it relates to this district. Because if he plays quarterback, that's a very impactful spot. On the defensive side, sure, it's the same impact, but I feel like if Carencro is going to serve themselves right, I think the move would be to play quarterback now, unless they have somebody there that we don't know about that might be one of them big time, Johnny come latelys. What is it? He's going to sling it down the field or whatever, but they don't really run. They don't throw it like that. And who am I missing? Southside. Boy, did they get me last year. Jess Curtis, you owe me one. I picked you guys to win this district last year, and they got absolutely walloped by Acadiana in the win the district title game last year. Acadiana punished them last year and made me look very bad. But I'm not, this isn't a self-serving kind of thing. It's just, I put myself out there and gave Southside a look. Acadiana, look, that's the program that is the favorite, and with the new head coach Dotson there, I mean, they're going to up. The best thing you could have heard if you're a supporter of the Wrecking Rams is the more things change, the more they stay the same. This is the second head coach post that Ted Davidson. Matt McCulloch did a heck of a job there, got them to 2 state championship games. They lost, was it to Zachary once? And was it the other one?
Lost a cap. They lost
Things
to
no
Catholic
one.
for sure.
Catholic. But, Catholic is one of those big time programs out of Baton Rouge that we all know. But, Doug Dotson, he's the new head coach there. And the best thing you could have told those people was that things are going to stay the same and ain't nothing changing. And the old axiom, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. So on paper, VK, this is another district that can be competitive, will be competitive. It's arguable, not really arguable. It's if you try to beat Acadiana, you got to come with a good resume and tell me who that can knock them off. I think right now, when you look at presumptive favorites, the Wrecking Rams are the favorites despite the coaching change.
What's up, Coach Trey, my man? What's happening? Go ahead, VK. Who you got?
I could definitely agree with George on that one, on the fact that regardless of the coaching change at Acadiana, I think Acadiana will still be who they are and everything else. Southside is really good. They're going to be coming back. A lot of good players coming back for Jess Curtis, and they're looking to try to really. They've been digging and digging, but they're hoping that this would be the time that they finally take over that district. New Iberia has a new head coach themselves, Derek Landry, who's the new head coach, coming from a couple of Lafayette programs in the past that he's been offensive coordinator and everything else, and hopefully try to turn around this New Iberia team. And you found what year New Iberia the last year? What year was Mr.
COVID
Mr.
year 2020 7-3.
Okay, so New Iberia trying to really come out of there and being not just one of the best teams in the district, but the best team in that area, period, knowing that they're competing with Westgate. But regardless,
and Callaghan,
New Iberia. Thank you very much. Thank you, my friend. I can't forget it because we're not about to get our heads taken off by Callaghan New Iberia fans. We have number of respect for you. So,
much love.
So, regardless of the fact, New Iberia does have work to do, even with a new head coach. Carencro, if anybody knows what's best for Carencro, it's Jordan Babineau at quarterback. Chance Babineau at quarterback.
You're all right today, bro. The names, bro. You're right.
I done had a long day, dude. I've been up since 5:30 this morning.
I've been up since 4:20.
I know, but I've been really running and gunning. I don't have a full-time job, so that's just one of these days today. I'm on fumes. But Chance Babineau, the best chance for Carencro to be successful is for him to be a quarterback. Just to be honest on that one.
I agree.
And also, we have forgotten anybody besides the schools I just named. Lafayette High.
Mm-hmm.
Can't forget about them. They've been working and working, and I think they'll compete. And hopefully, if they can do pretty well, that'll make the district a tad bit interesting if they compete well. So we'll see what the Lafayette Lions do this year on the football field. So the district is gonna be real tough and interesting, man. Can't wait to see what happens.
All right, George Peppers, who are you picking?
Okay, I forgot about Lafayette. That's not me. So let me throw a little inkling on them. They're a team, like VK mentions, they mentioned in his preview, they're a team that has a chance to compete and do well. Well, you're not kidding, Kenny. But yeah, there actually was an over-under by him. Said that VK would go over 4.5 on Coach Dizer from West Monroe, but he's at 2. So that's not happening because we're not talking about this district now. But let me mention Lafayette. They're a team that's on in the mid-pack version of this district. I think it's a team that is going to compete and battle, but I don't know if they have the skins and the type of team that's needed
What's up, Troy?
to be in the mix to win this district. At the end of the day, assessing this district, the components, the biggest key that you're looking at is Karen Crow with Babineau. If they play him at the quarterback position, you elevate that team. But can you elevate them to the top spot in that district of 3-5A? You know, those words just continue to ring in my head. Doug Dotson saying the more things change, the more they stay the same. That tells me the Wrecking Rams are primed and ready to go. All they got to go is with the familiarity is already there with the offensive scheme that they run. I mean, it's a punishing offense when executed correctly. Not many teams can stop it. You know, the secret to beating a team like Acadiana is to get in front of them and take them out of their element. There's not many teams in the state that could do that, though. I think Acadiana is a team that can not just win this district, but make a very sustained playoff run. I'm going VK chalk chalk. I'm going Acadiana Wrecking Rams to win 3-5-8.
VK Jones.
I think it would have come down to. It's going to come down to 3 teams. It's going to come down to Acadiana, Southside, Karen Crow. Karen Crow because possibly they have the best player in the district and that senior class itself to see if they can finally right some wrongs. And I did Karen Crow didn't beat Acadiana last year, didn't they? They didn't. So they are trying to right some wrongs more than anything else. You look at Southside. Southside has been creeping. Is it their time to finally take it? Especially under Jess Curtis. Jess Curtis don't want to take none less more than a district championship and a possible run to get to the state championship. Now, Acadiana, with an experienced coach, whose father who started the program, but then on top of that, who's been an assistant and not changing the thing, and very few high school programs stay the way they are. I like Acadiana to win the district by the skin of their teeth. Close, but they win the district. Acadiana takes the district. I got Southside 2 and Karen Crow 3.
Southside 2 and Karen Crow 3, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got, huh, brother? That's what you got. Okay.
Yeah.
I hear you. Well, let me say this. Acadiana, 9 district, boy, that's a beast. Ruston comes to them week 1. Then they go to Zachary, and then St. Thomas More come to them. And I don't know who Deweyville is. I don't know who that is. Deweyville. Where they from? I don't know. Never heard of Deweyville. And then they start district play. Acadiana. Man. They've been the top dogs in this district for many, many years. But sometimes top dogs got to take a seat. It could be for a year or 2. It happens. And I think this top dog will take a seat this year. It is finally Southside's turn to step up and be the district champions. I think Jess Curtis will have this team ready, and I think they will take it home to Youngsville, Louisiana. Give me Southside as the district champions. Y'all 2 got Acadiana. I think they'll finish second. Southside. And guess what? Acadiana has to go to Southside, and Southside finally has their own stadium. It's
Really?
happening. Southside Sharks, district champs.
So Southside has their own stadium. Is it on the campus?
They do.
Yes, it's on campus. Yes. And that thing is nice.
Congratulations. They've been working to get it and they got it, man.
Yep.
That's huge for that school. I wish we can do a game from there, but I'll
Yeah,
tell
they
you,
got
man,
BSN.
they're a really good program. That's really good. A school that has not been open for too long either.
No, not too long.
That's very, very quick. And Deweyville is from Beaumont, Texas.
That's what I said, Kenny. That's what I said. Acadiana has Ruston. Ruston comes to Acadiana. Then and then Acadiana goes to Zachary. And STM comes to Acadiana. That's what I said. We're looking at the same thing, brother. I promise. That's what I said. I was on the Acadiana schedule.
Yep.
Because I said they non-district is pretty tough. Yeah.
Deweyville is actually, they say, number 17 team in Texas.
Ooh.
So there's Deweyville out of Beaumont, Texas.
Oh, that's not a long drive to Beaumont. Deweyville. Okay. Cool. Kenny, yeah, I'm looking at it. Deweyville. Oh, you know what, VK? Hold on.
They
Hold
must
on,
have
brother.
changed it.
So they got Deweyville on here on the Acadiana schedule, but they got it the same date as STM. So they must have made a mistake.
Oh.
See, I ain't crazy. It's there. Yeah, there it is. See, September 19th. Yeah, I ain't crazy. There we go. So that's what I was reading off of. Okay. So no, they don't play Deweyville. Scratch them off the list. They ain't happening. All right. Thank you, my man Kenny. I'm looking at it. All right. Acadiana, second place to me. First place, Southside. And with saying that, people, we're gonna take another commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to this district that is right outside of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You know, a lot of them are in Ascension Parish, you know, that Dutch Town, East Ascension, Santa Monica. Yeah, we're going to talk about that district when we come back right here on the Hash It Out Show.
Green Law Firm is a full-service law firm specializing in personal injury, criminal law, successions, and family law. With over 25 years of experience, the Green Law Firm continues to provide efficient, competitive, and effective representation to clients throughout the state of Louisiana and all across the nation. Consultations are free. If you're looking for results, call the Green Law Firm at 504-328-3990. That's 504-328-3990, located at 931 Westwood Drive, Suite B in Marrero, Louisiana. The Green Law Firm.
At Bayou AV Security, we are your one-stop shop for all your needs, whether it's enhancing your home entertainment system, securing your property, ensuring a seamless internet connection, or illuminating your outdoor spaces. We've got you covered. Bayou AV Security, where technology meets reliability. Call us today to experience the Bayou difference.
And welcome back to the Hash It Out Show. I'm JB the Sports Guy. We got VK Jones. We got George Peppers. We are here. We here with y'all tonight. And we're about to get into this other district right quick. And that is District 5A. And I got to make sure I get all the teams. I don't want to miss a team right quick. As I go to it. Bam, there we go. District 5A. So, Prairieville, St. Amant, Dutchtown, Walker, East Ascension. Those are the teams in District 5A in that Ascension Parish area, pretty much, mostly. You got Walker up north in, I want to say Livingston Parish. So, let's talk about it. Live Oak. I did say Live Oak, right? In Denham Springs. Did I miss them? No, I missed them. Denham Springs, Live Oak, Prairieville, St. Amant, Dutchtown, Walker, and East Ascension. Those are the teams. I believe Dutchtown were the district champions of last year. Walker wants to come back and get that district championship. Coach Chad Mahaffey Mahaffey, wants to make it a better season than what they had last year. St. Amant, always tough. Prairieville, brand new. So not expecting too much from Prairieville, but I think in due time they will be contenders. Live Oak, Got some talent on that team, and Denham Springs. Y'all can still hear me? Can you still hear me? Can't hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you barely. I think the mic is
Can you hear me now?
off.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but the mic is.
Can you hear me now?
Talk.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you, but you know it's something with that mic.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. No.
I can hear you.
Mic check. Chat. Let me know. How do I sound? Let me know, chat. Can't hear me, VK?
I can hear you. I can hear you. It's just
Mic
you
check
know.
1 2. Mic check. Mic check. Everything going through on my end, VK.
You should be fine. You should be fine. It's
Yeah.
just the fact it's kind of more of an echo a little bit now, more than anything else. It's not that bad of echo, but
Mic check. Mic check.
oh, okay. I think you're a little better.
Mic check.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah,
right.
we all right. We
All
can
right,
give it
everybody good. Everybody in the chat say I'm good. Okay, we good. All right, George Pepper's back. All right, so in East Ascension, and East Ascension was the most talked about team in the offseason due to Dane Chaponche and Dennis Gaines leaving their head coach positions to be coordinators under Brock Mathern. So that's crazy, but this district will be competitive. I think it will be. Dusttown got something to say. Santa Monica got something to say. Denham Springs wants to get back to where they were a couple years ago, and Walker also. What up, D Gibb? So George Peppers, your thoughts about District 558?
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Can y'all hear me? All right,
Yes.
great.
Yes.
Let's start with the brand. Let's start with the brand new fish in the scene. That's Prairie View. Brand new program, enthusiasm, excitement. Gotta love it. You know, when a new program when they come on. But boy, oh boy, this is and they know what happened. They know the expectations right out of the box. They just want to build the program and make it a sustainable entity going forward. This year is not gonna. What's it gonna do? What is it? If they win 2-3 games, their modium of successes than the favorites in this district. What you want to see from these kids is effort, and you're gonna get it. I think Prairie Ville's a team that it'll be an interesting entity to watch. Brand new team. How do they adjust? Going against those schools in Baton Rouge and everything else. Denham Springs, they've had a couple of good years. Think went to a state quarterfinal, if I think right. Was it 2-3 years ago? A second round or a quarterfinal. Yeah, a couple of seasons ago they did that. And with that being said, the Yellow Jackets are a team. They're pretty good. They had a couple of lean years down there. It has a they we picked guys a couple of times last season. And remember, picked against them against JFK to make defense and everything. And we thought, well, Kennedy's got that. Make 2 straight trips to St. Amand and they got beat each time. So don't sleep on the Gators.
Kennedy, wrong. Kennedy won last year.
They beat them last year. 2 years ago. 2 years ago was the one they lost. They lost 2 years ago. Last year they got the win. That's right. Okay. Who haven't I mentioned yet? Dutchtown. The thing about Dutchtown is that when they have the big seasons, the district championship caliber seasons, how do they follow up? Are they a program that matches the success rate of the year before? That's a question they're going to have to answer. They've proven before that they haven't really been up to. They're not a program that they're not the. Who can I say? Acadianas that win district a lot. They won it their fair share of times. You know, who could forget the Eddie Lacy teams that they have had there at Dutchtown? But I think this year is a little bit of a much more difficult stretch. And you mentioned East Ascension. When you can attract two head coaches from good programs, and Dave Charpentier and Dennis Gaines, to leave, one of them leaves a state champion in Skanes. And he, by the way, for those of you who are not tuned in, he coached with Brock Mathern at Bell Chase. They were together at Bell Chase, correct?
Brock coached with him at Cecilia.
Cecilia. So you leave Cecilia, you know, and you go to East Ascension. What does that tell you? It's a pretty bold salvo when you can attract two big-time head coaches that have had promoting success at their respective programs, and now you got them in your something building at East Ascension. That's a team that can be very problematic in this district, in District 558. It is a competitive district, and I'm missing somebody. I think, who am I missing? I got Prairieville, East Ascension, Live Oak. I did not mention them. Can't believe how did I go past them? Live Oak's a team that when Brett Beard was there, they did some good things. He's not there now. It's a transitional thing for them. I think they're a team that's going to have to climb their way through the ruckus that's going to happen in that district. They're a team that has a chance. Who am I missing? I think that's everybody. I don't think I'm missing anyone. Walker. Oh, how could I forget Chad Mahaffey? Hello. Wake up, Georgie. How you like that? Chad Mahaffey, great coach, but they haven't had they haven't been the deep playoff team. You know, they've been to the show and gotten deep, somewhat deep, not dome deep.
Quarters.
Quarters. Yes, that's what I mean. They've been somewhat deep. They have not. They've maxed out into the quarterfinal. With that said, what is this team gonna bring you? I really don't know. I do know, VK, that Chad Mahaffey is a high quality coach, and he's going to maximize the effort out of these kids, and they're going to do well. They're going to be very competitive. They're going to play with spirit and fire. And this is one of the districts around the state of Louisiana that, as journalists, we're going to very much pay attention to. No, it's not in our area, but with what we do, this district is going to bring a lot of script into the 2025 season. How will the narrative be fit? How will the script be written? We'll give you that answer in a couple of minutes. But VK, 558 is a district I can guarantee all three of us are going to take a very close look at because of the competitiveness of this district. Oh.
To check the mic.
All good.
That district is gonna be tough as nails again this year. It's gonna be a real tough district once again. You look at all these teams on here. What I heard in Prairieville, they're going to really compete really hard because I heard they have some very good talent going into this first year. Young but very good talent.
The second year, huh?
Yeah, year two, but officially year one
for varsity level, correct?
Varsity level.
Yeah.
So what I heard, they have some really good talent, especially coming from that area. And it's big for that school to open in that area because there's a good bit of population in that area, and a lot of them go to different area schools. But for that, having their own community school, and on top of that, some of that good kids and talent starting to go there. So I wouldn't be surprised they might shock some people and beat some teams. So they're going to be competitive. You're going to have to kind of earn your lunch against Prairieville. They'll be a program that'll do something in the next couple of years, but I think they're going to really compete. Live Oak, they're looking to try to get back in the fold. They've been having a couple of lean years, but they're looking to try to bounce back. You look at Denham Springs, a team looking to really bounce back and trying to bounce back hard to make another good playoff run and to compete for the district. You look at like you mentioned, East Ascension, very, very improved. Very improved. Could make a huge impact in Brock McThurn's second year.
Week 1 will say a lot against Brother Martin.
Yes. Yes. And I think he had a competitive last year. And they went in a lot of close games.
Didn't know how to win. That's the only
Exactly. Now Brock McThurn is expected them to take a big next step this year. And I think they might do that. And also you also look at St. Amant. And we can't forget about St. Amant, and possibly, and you be honest with you, St. Amant has the best quarterback in the district. Cooper Babin has returned for his senior year, and he has been very consistent as a starter since he was a sophomore. So I tell you, David Oliver, and he did a good job with a young team last year and got to the playoffs. So this season, I will watch for St. Amant. They could be in the race in the district because of the experience they have back coming this year and with their quarterback. And then also you look, and then finally, you can't forget about the defending district champions. Dutchtown was pretty young last year, had some experience, but they got a lot of experience back this season. Remember, a couple years ago, they was in the state semifinals, and the rain delay kind of changed things when they played. I think it was Zachary, and they actually had the lead. The delay happened, and next day they wound up losing the ball game.
Rain delay changed a lot of stuff, huh? That's what people say.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff, a lot of teams.
Well, it's kind of the actual truth. Not everybody's not fortunate like other teams who went ahead and played that night and got it over with. So, but regardless of the fact, Dutchtown.
Shaw said they weren't driving back, and then driving back the next day. Shaw said, "Hey, we gonna finish this game tonight when they played STM." That game finished after midnight.
Long night, long ride. But regardless of the fact, I think Dutchtown's a really, really good team. It's returning a lot. That senior class looking to try to get over the hump and get to the dome, because they made the biggest run 2 years ago that they ever had at the school. So Dutchtown is going to be very good and loaded to bear.
George Peppers, who went in District 5A?
There's a couple of teams you can make cases for. You mentioned Dutchtown, St. Amant, East Ascension has a chance to really take that quantum leap. You can make legit arguments for all three of those schools, and not saying nothing to, maybe you could stick Denham Springs into the argument if they get off to the fast start. But at the end of the day, when you can attract what East Ascension has attracted, and in every game they played, I don't think they were whitewashed in any game last year. I don't remember them getting wiped out. I think that's a team that was competitive. That was it. You, Jared, that said they didn't know how to win. Lessons learned. I think when I look at this district, VK, I feel like I'm vibing this East Ascension team, because you don't just get Dane Charpentier and Dennis Gaines and tell me you've got something set up to win this thing. I am going to pick the Spartans of East Ascension to win District 5A. It will be competitive. It will be a dogfight. But Jared Boyd, I am going East Ascension to take down 5A.
Well, yeah, VK. Come back. Come on back, buddy.
There he is.
Okay.
Who you got winning District 5A? And before you go, here's their losses from last season. Central 10-0. Brother Martin 23-14. Sam Houston 48-24. Denham Springs 20-17. St. Amant 17-12. Turlings 28-14. Dutchtown 30-14, and Walker 38-17. Those were East Ascension losses. 8 losses that they had last season. I think they counting one of the I think the Central game might have been a jamboree game. But other than that, those are their losses. So you sure, George? East Ascension, right? You sticking with them?
I'm not sure. I'm just taking a wild shot here that when you could attract the talent and the coaching acumen of those two that Brock Mathern will lean on. Not saying Brock doesn't know what he's doing. Brock's a heck of a coach. He did very well at St. Louis before he
Yes.
took this job at East Ascension.
Yep.
And I think in Ascension Parish, VK, I think there's a chance they could do some damage. I'm taking these. I'm not saying I'm sure, but my best guesstimate is that East Ascension wins a close district.
VK.
Well, it's going with his gut, so I understand. I think East Ascension does make a huge improvement, but they won't win the district, but they'll be right there in the fold in the race. I almost forgot about Walker. Chad Mahaffey's done a great job with their program, and they're pretty young. They lost a good bit from that team last year, who was really loaded the bear and everything else. But the pick to win this district, I'm definitely going to go with Dutchtown to win their third straight district championship in a close race. And I would not be surprised. I think it's going to be a tie for second place because of the fact there's some certain things that's going to happen because of the fact how tough this district is. It's going to be East Ascension and St. Amant tying for second in the district. Because I really think, like I mentioned about East Ascension, but St. Amant does have the best quarterback in the district returning. And I think Chance Babin is really, really going to carry this St. Amant team, and that senior class is really going to be ready to roll.
So it's my turn?
Yes, sir. It's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a tough stretch on that road, Kenny. 7, 8, 9. Definitely. So as I'm sitting here and I'm sitting up, now I get to speak.
Too?
I know you are, man. I know you are. Yeah, I do know East Ascension quarterback was hurt last year, right? He was hurt. And that had a lot to do with them not being able to throw the ball and everything.
Exactly.
This year will be a different year.
He's healthy.
New offensive coordinator, Danger Punch.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Danger Punch, they're going to have some of the best talent he's ever coached. Not saying he didn't have talent at Turlings, but he's going to have better talent.
But the talent deeper here.
Yes, exactly. He's going to have better talent here in East Ascension. And
God, no.
And Dennis Gaines won a state championship last year with a team that had talent and athletes. And now he's coming to East Ascension, and he's a defensive coordinator. He's going to put all this together and make this defense better. How could you not pick East Ascension?
That feels like a Lee Corso move here, VK.
It looks great on paper. It looks so great. And Brock Mathern, man, got these players loving. They love him. They want to play for him. Man, how could you not go with East Ascension? Who you went with, VK? Dutchtown?
I'm going with Dutchtown.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm like this. What I'm saying, but I did say East Ascension makes a big step.
Yeah.
Huge step. And I think I wouldn't be surprised East Ascension wins a playoff game or two.
Ooh.
I think they make a big step. That's what I think. I don't think they win the district, but I think they stay in the race and they make a huge step. That's why I said a tie for second with St. Amant, because I'm not going to underestimate and leave out St. Amant, especially what they have coming back. So,
right.
Regardless of the fact, but I like what East Ascension has, but Dutchtown, I think with the experience in that senior class, they want a guy in the blaze of glory. So that's what I'm going with. But I get where you coming from with East Ascension. I would not blame you if you picked them to win the district. Oh, you didn't pick yet? Okay.
No, I didn't pick yet, man.
I'm gonna back up for it.
How can you go against them? I mean, they got a scrimmage with Zachary and Sam Houston on the 19th. that looks pretty good. Or
Very good.
are they going against Akron and Jamboree? Maybe the date's wrong. I don't know. But anyway, my pick, yeah, I'm going with them. East Ascension. I'm going with them. I think East Ascension will win the district this year, making some noise, shocking some people, and making surprises happen left and right. East Ascension will win the district, District 5A. I can't go against them, man. It's just so much right now, man. It just looks so good right now, man. And the players are hungry. Like, I haven't seen this from East Ascension ever, to be honest with you. And the way these players are talking and how hungry they are, boy, if Brock Mathern could do this in year 2 to get them back in the playoffs and win a district championship, oh, man, the future's bright, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go to the chat right quick. What we got, chat? Kenny, he agrees with VK that Dutchtown will win the district championship. Okay. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, we said Frederick Douglass won the district last night, and Coach Daggs was on here, man, and Coach Daggs was like, all right, thank you. Y'all come see us Saturday. I said, okay, I'll be there. VK said he ain't going. He's scared.
That man talk. I got other players. I don't know what that man talk. If I would have no plans going on Saturday, I would definitely come with you that Saturday morning to go holler at my boy Frank Daggs. He knows it. He knows it. It's cool. But I think what you were talking about, I think a couple seconds ago, you mentioned about
East Ascension.
Well, East Ascension. You're saying, well, you know, it's been a while since they've been in the play, just a little while, because you had to think recently they didn't have some good teams in the past. It's just the fact they just couldn't get over that big hump, and the big hump was getting to the state quarterfinals, because they had a couple playoff wins, got to the second round, and then all of a sudden, unfortunately, they lose. And I think the last 2 times they lost, both times to John Ehret at Hosmentis, both times at that. So it's a weird coincidence, but Brock Mathern is trying to go beyond and try to get them competitive, get them back to postseason, and finally get over the hump. If they can make a step, get to second round, great. It's progress. If they get to the quarterfinals, I mean, this East Ascension program is really on the rise. So we'll see what happens this season.
All right. We are back next Tuesday. Yeah, we back next Tuesday, because we got some scrimmages happening next week. I could do Monday too. Y'all want to do Monday? Monday and Tuesday?
Let's do Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday, because we got some scrimmages on Wednesday next week. So football season here, baby. It's here.
A question for you, Mr. Boyd.
Yeah, for me. Yes, I'm sitting up. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I have an injury to deal with, so
that dude got you back. He got you back, huh?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Man,
he got you back, boy.
No, get out of here with that foolishness. Anyway, I saw you posted a question on a social media entity. Which jamboree you're thinking about going to? The Ed Daniels one, the Ed Daniels Memorial, or the River Parishes one? Both are great choices. Have you made a choice yet? Or are you still sitting on it? Because I know why you may not go to the Ed Daniels Jamboree. I'm going to say it because last year, the man to my top right, VK Jones, was giving you the business after the Jamboree last year.
He did not.
What happened, JB? Y'all championship? Look at what we did, y'all. Boy, look at what we did, y'all. Busted y'all tail. And all you kept saying was a jamboree is a jamboree, but
that's all I said. A jamboree, bro.
I know it is, but a win is a win. He didn't care.
Please.
And I didn't blame him.
Please.
So, and you had that look on your face. Oh, okay.
At the ring at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, you did. Okay, I got you.
Thank you.
And same man wearing a Pelicans hat. When we talk,
goes with the shirt.
About football.
And also that was the last game
Stewart
played.
Hmm.
All right. To answer that,
But
but let me say this first.
go ahead, bud.
VK, is today your 20 years in sports?
20 years being in the business. I started in the media communications business on August 13th, 2005 at WDSU Television. So I started the business then. Everybody is talking about the 20-year anniversary of Hurricane Katrina, which is also the 20th anniversary of my start. I started 2 weeks before Hurricane Katrina in itself. And a big shout out to Anzio Williams, who was the former news director who gave me an opportunity to get in the business. And I had started as a news editor, but I also was doing some things with the VK Jones show around that time as well, getting in the sports media and the podcasting world. And then the next year, I got with Ken Trahan and started working with him. So that's where the sport started with the VK Jones show, and then it expanded to working with Ken Trahan and looking at it now further up and all that stuff. But I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for everything that He has done for me to open the doors to have all kind of opportunities and everything else. Like I said, I was in DSU for 12 years, worked with a lot of great people from the mayor candidate, Helena Moreno, Travis, the Mackle brothers, Gina Swanson, who's currently still working there. I mentored a lot of good people. Miss Sharice Gibson, who is at WWL Television. I even mentored Sheba Turk as well. I mentored a lot of good people, and I also helped a lot of people through the time. But I had a lot of opportunities. I was very fortunate to be the sports information director at Kahoma Community College for 3 years, and continued the VK Jones show until 2020. Ended it, but thanks to this guy on the left, he started something called the Hash It Out Show, and he called me up. We did a show together a couple times, and we had a conversation.
Had
He
some test
said,
runs.
had some test runs, interesting test runs, but then we had a conversation. He said, "Bro, I need somebody to be a co-host with me. You have connections that I might not have, but I'm gonna need you. Can you step up?" And I was like, I thought about it. I said, let me think about it. Took me about a couple of days, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's work together. Because teaching him, because he was one of my last co-hosts with on the VK Jones show, and he learned a lot from me, and I'm very proud of what he has done. He's another protege that's turned really, really well, of what he's doing. And I appreciate him giving me the opportunity to continue to do what I love to do best. But I love what I do, and it's been, a great career that's continuing. And I just gonna continue to push on to what God has for me. So I really appreciate everybody, and I thank y'all so much. And I thank my family. I thank my daughter. I thank my wife, who was very supportive. So rest in peace to you. Thank you so much, Lashandra. And I really appreciate everybody. I'm just a humbling guy out of Marrero, Louisiana, that's continuing to thrive despite everybody else might be ahead of me. But I'm not worried about it, because I'm going to do what I got to do and do what I love. And I'm going to continue to do it till the wheels fall off.
All right. 20
Mhm.
years of VK Jones.
20 years,
20
bro.
years.
And hopefully 20 more. So
God,
it's
God willing.
Yes.
God willing, because
And look, y'all, also 20 years of being wrong on picks, also, okay,
Oh
everybody?
Lord, here we go.
oh, there you go.
Oh, I knew that
I
was
knew
coming.
I
I do
knew
want.
you go throw some damn shit, but I ain't about
I,
to
I,
let people win on my parade. So
not at
I
all.
ain't worried about
I
that.
do want to
Appreciate it, brother.
interject and put my own accolades on UVK today. 20 years into the business, I remember our first real introduction was at Os Memphis with Acadiana and Aaron in the semifinals. You were working with Lee Burkeen in Louisiana football. I think you were doing the camera work in that game. I think taking film.
Yeah,
He was in the press box. We met up down on the field. I was with a high school friend of mine that I got into the thing, into the ball game, and that was a mincemeat game. I don't want to talk about the game itself because we know what happened. It can't have polished off Aaron like a hot knife through butter.
Yep.
But that was our first interaction, and we've gotten very close. I consider VK and I consider you two of my closest friends. And VK and I did many shows together on the old WGSO Prep Plus, and I left, he left, but we still kept in touch with each other. When he was at Kahoma and I was in Bunkie, and we still kept in touch with each other, and always facilitated conversations about sports and just preps and everything. And my opportunity came through another friend of ours when I came back home. After I suffered the tragedy that I did when my wife passed away on June 13th of 2020. You know what? Boy, I wish I could have took one, Kenny. That would have been on the freeze frame, but no, it's good. But no, after my wife died, I stayed another year, was tipped to an opportunity in the field I'm in now that I've been in for 15 years, December 10th. 19 years for me comes November. So 19 years comes from November for me because I started with GSO in 2006. But no, VK, congratulations. And look, only thing I'm going to say, and I know our host is agreeing, trust in God's plan, bro. That's all you can do. Trust in his plan because his plan, never fails. Keep striving. But you know what? The three of us together, the entity that we are, we have really made tremendous strides in 2025. The prep football season is going to be our oyster. We're going to own it. We're going to rock it. And it's going to be a fun time. This trip is going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of laughs. There's going to be a lot of debates. Spirited, I'll say that. Boy, oh boy, the debates that we've gotten into, the three of us. Man, you talk about y'all, if we could have tape recorders, boy, some of the debates we've gotten into, they've been fireball debates. And that's fun stuff. And he did. Yeah, he has. But, I wonder if you still agree with the not all money is good money debate. Remember that one outside of Yeoman Stadium?
I told you. I told you I changed my mind on that.
I know you did, but we pushed you. But it was, look, listen, y'all. If you ever see us out in the public together, wherever we may be, if we go to anywhere and we're in our gear or whatever, y'all come talk to us. I made one mistake. One. And that was, what was it? Not last season, VK. Was it last season? 2 years ago. Playoff game. We went to Belchase. Jared, you weren't with us, I think, that night. We went to the first round. It was Belchase, and I forgot who.
I was at that game. That's Parkway. I was there.
That's the one. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were together because VK was like, "Where do you want to go to eat after the game?" And usually, I'm good with Raising Cane's, and I'm good with some fast food. Raising Cane's mostly. I said, "Man, VK, I ain't feeling Cane's tonight. Taco Bell was the choice for me."
Taco Bell always your choice, man. You love that Taco Bell.
I know it is.
I can't do it.
It is. Cut it out, sir.
I know. I just said I can't do it. I didn't. I'm not.
I know you're not hating. I know. But anyway, post-mortem, I get home. I see a message from VK in the chat, and I see a video. I was like, what the heck you took a video of? And remember, I got a cult following. Patrick Taylor. How many of them, was it their players and parents were at Raising Cane's? I was like, you idiot. I kicked myself. I wanted to run my head through a cinder block. I said, you moron. You could have went with VK to Cane's, and it would have been an autograph session, an impromptu autograph session, picture taking and all that. So look at that. Interaction with the fan base. That's the only follow-up I had. Boy, I felt such like a heel. After that night, I felt so goofballish. I was like, man, look at this. But, looking forward to many more memories this year, which was for the three of us. It's going to be fun stuff. Waistlines might suffer at some of these places that we're going to, but it's okay. The football won't because it's going to be fun stuff. Stay tuned.
I think it's a joy to do this. It's a joy. It's a joy, straight up, to be doing this again this year, and for all three of us to be at these sites. Now we're doing 2 games out the week. It's great. It's great experience, regardless of the fact. It's a great experience where you see people happy and enjoying things. I was happy for this man to my left here when Shaw won the state championship. I was very, very happy for this man. because of the fact of the matter is, all these years they had a little curse, but it's lifted. It's gone. Everything in the past with the St. Aug show is gone. I'm like, you got the bragging rights, big dog. You got it. He did the same for me when St. Aug won the state championship in basketball. He did the same for me. And I appreciated that because it was exciting in itself. It's great when your alma mater is successful and you are right there in the fold, putting the story out, putting a picture. It's great to give back in a way. Sometimes people try to insult you a little bit, insult me a little bit, and I'll be like, wait a minute now. I didn't give back. So you can't tell me nothing. It don't matter, but it is a joy to, do what we do for these kids and to tell the story the way it needs to be.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. All right. Thank you, Coach Fronta. Thank you.
Coach Fronta,
that's
a
our main
veteran
thing.
now.
Oh, yeah, that's a veteran. He gonna be on the sideline for Destrehan games again. We were there today, Coach Fronta. We were there today. I'll tag you when I post the video, Coach Fronta.
Long time coach, man. Long time coach.
Definitely. Kenny says, when will I announce the game? So hopefully next week, Kenny, we can be finalized with everything. It's like we just got to get it like 4 more games. That's it. Other than that, everything is set. But I'm going to tell you one game for week 1 because week 1's the other one that we got to get a game for. We got 1 game, got to get 2. But we got Saturday night, week 1. It's McDonough 35 at St. Augustine. That's one of our week 1 games. We're trying to get another one. We're going to have one. Don't worry. We're going to have one. Just got to finalize everything. But St. Aug hosting McDonough 35 week 1. Thank you, D. Gibbs Sr. for sure. All right, fellas, let's close this out. Last words, George Peppers.
I mean, another great show tonight, and as we close the shows each night in these last few weeks, football season is here. It's about to happen, and high school football, the lights are about to kick bright. They're gonna make sure them bulbs are bright. Y'all take this ride with us. The Hash It Out Show is gonna take you on a trip this year. We're gonna be everywhere this year. We're gonna do 2 games a week. We're going to go all the way to the state semifinals because of contractual stuff with the Dome and with, of course, the Ticket, who we are very close with. But whatever you do this weekend, and look, y'all can watch the Saints on, is it Sunday they play this week against Jacksonville? Yeah. Yes, their only home game, I think, in the preseason, correct?
No,
they got one more.
I mean, no, they're playing at home again next week.
Yep.
Because it's the Jags this week. And whatnot. And for all of you that are preseason prognosticators, y'all wasting y'all time. All I'm doing is looking at depth charts and trying to figure out who I'm going to pick for my fantasy football team this year. I drew the 7th pick in my league, and I hate it. I hate the dead middle. Can't stand it.
It's okay, man.
So,
it's okay. Coach Fronta, I think that is a VS, Coach Fronta. That is a VSN game. Calica Baton.
Yeah, we can't touch that one.
Yeah, it was VSN. VK, last words.
Man, all I'm gonna tell you is a quick shot. I'm gonna say this. I'm really leaning towards this River Parish jamboree more than anything else for me to go to. I know Jared thinking about it, but I'm leaning towards that because I've been at the Shaw Jamboree the last couple of years now. Isaiah Daniels Classic. It's gonna be. I think we're gonna see where I go at, but besides all that great show next week, we gonna get ready. Week 0, the Colonels of Nicholls State hosting Incarnate Word. Cannot wait for that. I know you're not no Nicholls fan, Mr. Boyd, but
talking about my dad in the record books at Nicholls. You talking about, man?
Oh, that's your dad's alma mater too?
Yeah, he's in the record books. Yes.
Awesome, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know your dad was a colonel. So it's cool, dog. But I know you wasn't a fan of one of the coaches. So it's all good, dude. But I cannot wait till next Saturday. Bring my daughter with me. It's going to be fun for We Zero, and we're gonna get ready for that next week on our show. And also shout out to ESPN now making us spend more money.
Oh God,
Thank you.
Lord have mercy.
No, I'm
You don't
sorry,
have to
dude.
wait. Correction. You don't have to. If ESPN's on your cable satellite provider, you do not have to pay the $23 thing that you're talking about. If they are on your satellite provider, if they are on your cable provider, trust when I tell you, look it up.
Oh, no,
You don't.
but WWE is going to them in
Doesn't matter.
2026.
I'm talking. I
All,
get that.
all the
George
stuff.
is telling you the truth.
What's that?
If you have ESPN on your cable satellite provider, you don't have to pay that
You
extra
pay nothing.
zero.
Zero.
Well,
Nil.
we don't have cable. We are on internet.
You got YouTube TV?
Yeah, you got YouTube, TV.
Well, that's something we might have to invest in. You know what I'm saying? Might have to
Do it
invest.
quick. They launching on the 21st, right, Jared?
No, it's not till January.
No, the EPL. You know,
Well,
ESPN.
The new streaming service is
Yeah, it's the
August.
21st of
But
August.
the WWE stuff will kick in
Not till next year. I know that. I know.
Yes.
That's why I can't listen. I got an email from Peacock, NBC, that is the subsidiary of Peacock TV, right? And now that the WWE is going to that, they're going to increase the service to $17.99. Guess who canceled? Me. Bye. See ya.
$10.99.
I don't have to pay. I don't have to pay a penny. Huh?
That's all $10.99.
Well, it's going up in September. It's going up to $17.99. So
once
Lord,
WWE is gone, I don't need Peacock no more.
exactly, I dubbed it.
Yeah.
But no, one question before we go, Jared. The River Parish Jamboree, is that the end of August? Is that the Friday, Labor Day weekend?
August 29th.
That's Friday.
At Lutcher.
Okay, that's Friday. That's the Friday. That's a Friday.
It's Friday. Yeah.
It's Friday.
I'm off. Make that the three of us. I'll go with y'all.
I didn't say I was going there yet.
He ain't decided yet. I ain't decided either, but you know.
Well, wherever we go, I'm off that day. That weekend. That's my next off weekend. So wherever we go, whether it be Memphis or Lutcher, wherever it may be.
Gotcha. Well, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and end this show tonight. Did he just die? There he is. Welcome back.
Wow.
Just like your picks this year.
Huh?
Oh,
just like your picks this year.
Oh, but I'm the 2-time reigning champion. Okay,
that's all right. Titles are made to be lost, my boy, and I'm coming to get it.
Oh, well, good luck to you, bro. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, another guy. I ain't worried about him. He's talking about winning week 1. Freaking moral victories.
It ain't no more victories. It's 1 week at a time. That's how you gotta win it, baby. When it adds up, it's gonna get to where I need to be.
Okay.
So trust me.
Third place.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna tell you, if I fool around and win this regular season championship, somebody gonna have egg on their face.
All right, hold on.
It don't matter.
Hold on. Somebody got a question right quick. So D9 Young 2, based off on what y'all saw from Douglas Spring game, do they have a chance to go to the Dome? Oh man.
What are they in? Not select 2?
They in there with University. No, they select University, Shaw, Kennedy, Madison Prep, Lake Charles College Prep, Edie White. I'm gonna go first, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go first. The goal for them, and Coach McLeod said this, they want to make a deep playoff run. Depending on how well they do in the regular season and where they finish off in the brackets, I'm gonna say they have a chance to get to the quarterfinals. Do they get to the Dome this year? I'm gonna say no. And Coach McLeod, don't get mad at me, bro. Don't get mad at me, man. Don't get mad at me. Y'all want to answer that question?
Sure. I mean, Douglas is credible. You know, they have a good football team there. Coach McLeod does a good job, right? But I think the waters are a little deep in that division. Okay, we're not.
No,
We're not, but
BK. Go ahead.
I know. We're not going to say it though. But no,
Yeah.
you asked about Frederick Douglass. We've seen them play. They're a good program, but I feel like, Jared, that the waters are a little too deep. If they get to like the quarterfinals, that would probably be the max, and they could call that a success, and then build from. Huh?
That'd be great though.
It would be. That would be, I think, the max that they could get to, VK. I mean, I just don't feel like Douglas has the numbers depth wise to compete with the Edie Whites, the universities, the Madison Preps, the Shaws.
He got over 50 players.
He got
That is
close to-
good
He
for
got
the Douglas
about close
program.
to
You think it's
60.
but is it enough though? Is it enough?
I think
a
it
start.
could. It's a
It's a
good
start.
start.
It's
It is a good start, but at this moment, could you honestly say is it enough for them to take that quantum step and get to the dome?
If
No,
all
not
I'm
yet.
gonna tell you is this: if Kennedy had what 60, if Kennedy
I
wouldn't
don't think
have
Kennedy
that,
had 60. I think it was less.
I
if
think it was
Kennedy
like 40 something.
Probably, yeah, in the 40s. Yeah.
in the 40s,
Mhm.
but it still was really good and everything.
Yeah.
If Kennedy wouldn't have that controversy, I think Kennedy would have got to the dome. Kennedy would not been on the same side with Shaw. It was number 2. So
Right.
I think they would have had a great chance to get there. Douglas, do I think they get there? I think they finally win their first round game. And I
Yeah.
think they get to the quarterfinals. I think the way the division is this year, could they get to the semis? Maybe, because of the fact of the matter is they have a lot of young teams this year. The odds-on favorite in that division is
Franchise.
E.D. White. E.D. White's returning everybody, including that quarterback. So this might be their best chance to win the title. So I really think Shaw's gonna be right there in the fold, but everybody else is not gonna be as top heavy as the last couple of years. So it could be a huge chance for Douglas. I don't know if they make the dome, but the furthest they go might be semis. It depends on the matchup.
I got Douglas that they can get to the quarters, maybe. That's it. That's my cutoff for this season. Douglas to the quarters.
But the
And
question was asked though. The question's asked to you, VK. What's Coach Size's first name?
Michael, sir. Ha! Think I didn't know it. Get off me. I'm the only one of this 3 has a degree. Thank you very much.
Actually, you're wrong.
Good
I got one too.
Anyway.
Oh, damn.
Anyway. Yeah, I cut him out.
Oh, you did?
I cut him out.
I thought he cut him.
I did. I did that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I cut him out.
I hear you, my dudes.
Let's see. Yeah, he's throwing his fist up in the lobby. Go ahead, punch air.
Oh, that's what he's gonna be grabbing at when he loses the picks.
Got a degree. Yeah.
I got one too.
You can't win picks. Can't win picks, buddy. Nope.
No, sir. Hey, he's looking. He's got that look on his face, Jared.
That's all right. He got that look. Shaw and SEC defense is for real in that division, though. But the thing is, with SEC, it's the offense. That's what got to get going. That's what got to get going.
You wrong for that, GB, man. I'm just saying, bro. You got to throw shade. You got to throw shade.
Who threw shade first? Who threw shade first?
But I ain't throw shade. I'm just saying I was right because you think you were gonna get me, and you didn't.
What was I even getting you on?
Shoot, y'all will go get me on that question, and I got the name right this time.
I ain't say nothing about it. So why you came at me?
Well, let me get that the right people. You right? Let me get with the right person. The other guy trying to get me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You better watch yourself now.
I mean, Kenny came at you. You ain't saying nothing. Look at Cheese.
Now Kenny.
See, you don't attack them.
I ain't worried about them guys, man. I'm good, bro. Anyway, Kenny need to get my steak, man. You know what I'm saying? I should get 2 steaks today.
Anyway, I think it's the same OC from last year, Kenny, for St. Charles Catholic. I think it's the same guy. I can't think of his name. I think it's the same guy. Yeah, I know Coach Cheddar He's no longer the coach at Country Day. Coach Powell's there now. I don't even know if Coach Cheddar is coaching, but we'll see. But we gotta end this, baby. It's 9:10. We gotta end this. So we're gonna be back Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday for the shows. We're not gonna be no show Wednesday because we got some scrimmages here Wednesday that we're gonna go to. Other than that, we're back Monday. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I always say, tell everybody that you know, family, friends, to everybody under the lights. Where you been, Jordan Taylor? My boy Jordan Taylor. Other than that, everybody, that is it for tonight. Y'all come back Monday and Tuesday. Scrimmages next week. Can't wait. For George Peppers, for VK Jones, I am JB the Sports Guy. We'll see y'all on Monday. JFK Martial Arts offers a wide variety of martial arts programs for kids, teens, and adults as they empower lives through martial arts. Please give them a call at 985-266-0664 and don't forget to ask about their 1 week free special. Feeling drained from the constant noise in your daily life? Immerse yourself in pure audio bliss with drums. Experience a world of crystal clear sound, free from distractions. Discover the ultimate relaxation and escape into an oasis of serenity. Grab yours today. drumsworld.com.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Metro New Orleans, then you're in the right place. Moe's Pizza has a great selection of Italian food that can satisfy your appetite, and they can also cater to your needs in any event. Give them a call at 504-341-9650 or log on to www.moespizzanola.com, located at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego, Louisiana. Moe's Pizza, Italians do it better.
Hi, I'm Erica Randolph, head coach of the Hahnville Tigers boys basketball team, and you are watching The Hash It Out Show.
Peace out, y'all. Peace out.